Hello and welcome to one more video. This time you can see we are opening our episodes on a kinda different note. We are adding battle. Well, I told you guys I wouldn't make you be watching all the Steps of Torment again, so here we are. And the Shade of Eldritch is actually on the left side this time. On my other episode here on Steps of Torment, I told you guys that he usually stays on the right side. Well, this time he was here hiding on the left side. That's pretty much all I have to do here on the Steps of Torment. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So we acquired the Archive of Fates Untold, and now we can deliver it to Anastasia, who's going to give us more XP, and she now asks us to go and find the most vile obsidian that is going to be in the Bastion of Chaos. Another little dungeon that requires a skeleton key of us to enter. And then we have to find Galar Baragok and slay him. And that's our next side quest from Anastasia. And it's precisely what we are going to be doing. But I'm going to be making a little cut. So see you guys there. And by there I mean inside. Well, we'll see about that. So, I was about to say, I see you guys inside the Bastion of Chaos, but then I realized, okay, let's show them how to get inside the Bastion of Chaos. So in the Necropolis, you have to find this, the bridge repair site, which is going to ask you for 40 scrap and 1,000 sweet iron bitcoins. Once you pay it, this terrible bridge is going to be created, and you can access to this place where this massive rift gate surrounded by obsidian is sitting. And we are going to be invading the Bastion of Chaos. Now, here on the Bastion of Chaos, the place where we have to go to find our enemy is to the north, if I remember correctly, like hugging the right and going north. Although looking at these edges, I think that I might have twisted the camera just a little bit. Usually I play it like this, I think. So it should, well, yeah, the north is there, so it's not going to the north. It's good. You look for the shrine. Since we're looking for the shrine in the minimap, then we know which way to go. I am the one who has the thing of always looking up and saying, oh, up is north. Not exactly. Up is not always north. That's vice I say up. So here's the desecrated shrine. We are going to be dealing with its protectors. You can see that my skills are once more different than usual. That's because I realized that I was not using nearly enough the ground stomp, so there was no point into keeping that boot, so I am now using the desecrated treads. I also swapped my belt because that belt, yes, it gives 115 damage to all in percent. However, it also has a drawback that for 5 seconds when activate you deal less 100% damage. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I am using the Demon Bone leg blades because 1,000 armor is nothing to scoff at. I was thinking about using the Glory of the Silver Knight helm, but if I swap to this helm, I lose my bonus set of +1 to all skills in Shaman. For the kind of bonus of like whenever I want, I can use the Abolish Evil skill from this helmet and just deal 12,000 to 19,000. But then I realized Otana, the chosen of Otus, already deals kinda like 10,000 to even sometimes 33,000 damage when she hits something. So it's like, I really don't need a skill that does what my basic attack does. So that's why I didn't swap the helmet as well. But I was thinking about it, I'm going to be honest. And right here we have this little boss that was trying to stop us. And a gate. These bastion gates can only be opened with a skeleton key. But since you saw that I was on the Steps of Torment, you already know that I have enough skeleton keys. So let's jump into this place and see what the Bastion of Chaos has to offer us. I know I also have some devotion points. I don't know how many of them I have hoarded, because I always forget about them, to be honest. But we will be making a quick cut for me to think about what I want to do with them. So, I put one more point into order. I had none, just for the 5% health, because I think we are at a point that I kinda want more health. We went for the Kraken, because the Kraken requires you to always be using a two-handed melee or ranged weapon. That's basically all we are going to do until Ultana fades into nothing, or until Ultana kills Ultus and becomes the next God of Thunder. And it also gives a fuck ton of percentage to all damage. So 50% to all damage, 50% to all damage, 70% to all damage, and then here there's a bunch of health and plus 20% attack speed there. So we can delete things even faster. And then down here we got the Behemoth. So just a bunch more health and health regen. Because as I explained, I think by now we have more than enough damage. I just want health to survive everything, and now we are sitting at 7,000 health. And we are not even using more drugs packed. Because as I voiced before, who needs more dragons packed? Certainly not Ultana. Ultana only has her devotion to Otus. Fuck more dragons packed. No more dragon respect. Just kidding. Not for now. Maybe later, as we go exploring things and getting even more XP points for our skills. So this is the Bastion of Chaos, and I am intent to explore most of it, at least with you guys, especially because I don't know this place that well. Truth be told, I've been on the Bastion of Chaos only once with my brother when we were following Anasteria side quests. So I don't explore this place nearly as much as I should. Maybe I should make a special event where I bring the pet master here with the pets to see how they fare against the Bastion of Chaos and explore everything, but the truth is, I don't actually know this place as well as I would like to. You can see that most other places I walk through them and I'm like, no, I know exactly what I should do here, where I should go, or even if I don't know at first the direction I have to go, you see that I know some checkpoints, kinda. I don't know if I should use this expression, but things that help me understand which way I should go. So for example, back on the Bastion of Chaos, on the first floor of it, I knew where I should go to find the gates based on the position of the desecrated shrine. Even though I was saying something like, you go north, no, you don't go north, because north was pointing me into a wall, but it was quote-unquote up, and I knew this up would be the up moving the camera based on the outline of the level and the position of the desecrated shrine that we cleansed. But this place is a huge question mark on my head. I mean, there might be even secrets right here that I have no idea of where they are, but they exist. So the prime reason we are here is to find the pulsating obsidian shard, which is inside a huge creature. Its name escaped, but well, we are going to find out the name whenever the creature shows up, because it's going to have a huge star on top of it, right? Oh, we got the right hand of Carnage. It's the other part of the Carnage set, which are 2 rings. I always loved when in games when you have like only 2 items that composed a set, and I mean, it just makes everything fall into place. And I also like when the name of a item is a direct comparison to the name of another item, just like the Codex of Truths that we've just collected. There's another item in the game, one I'm actually quite fond of, which is the Codex of Lies. I even used in one of my Arcanists as Enkma. And we just got the Codex of Truths. Now you can see that there's a bunch of things going on into the screen right now. This can be a pain in the ass if you are not well equipped to traverse Discord, which is this place and not the social app. I miss Discord, honestly. I mean, back then when I would not have as many internet issues, I would like 100% I could be recording this and just hearing the soothing sound of one of the group chats just going crazy because something was going on. So as you can see, my trust in Otana has come to a point where I'm not even sweating and dropping my skills anymore, when even there are 2 bosses side by side. I'm just clicking the things back to the way it was before. Oh, this guy right here. Oh, this guy right here. He wants me to use all the power that Otana has stored for him. Okay. We're going to do this the fun way, right? Okay. This guy just made me bite my tongue. I was just boasting about how powerful Otana is, and then we find a guy that makes me use the other 3 skills that we have. Okay, if that's how we want to die. And right here we have another Chthonic Rift. Just to be sure, we explored everything else, right? Except by this little thing. I hope the guy we're looking for was not like just hiding in that little thing. I'm going to be pretty pissed if he was right there, because it will mean that I will have to go back to this Chthonic Rift, so I can backtrack and find the guy. And as you can see, down here, right next to the energy drinks, yeah, Monster and Red Bull on my bar, you can see that we cannot open a rift gate down here. So this is one of those dungeons, as I like to call, that whenever you get inside, you have to get ready for the shit that is to come. Because you jump in here and that's it, man. You have to finish now where you started. You cannot just hope someone else Kylo Ren's for you and go like, I will finish what you've started. Yeah, there's these things won't happen here. Agafak, the Harbinger of Blood. You're dealing no fucking damage. That guy just dealt dick for damage. You see how the expression, it's really depreciated when it says that it's dealing dick for damage, as in it means that it's taking no damage at all. It's an expression that is saying that dicks are too small to matter. Small dicks also matter. And no, this is not a declaration in any type about myself. I actually rather keep a secret about the veracity or how this information actually connects to myself. I like to keep the question mark. That's what I mean. Is it changing the subject? You can see that there's a lot less of the fleas down here, and there's a bunch more of the obsidian guys and the Chthonian vanguards right here, and a bunch of this void parasites. It makes you wonder if Chthon was a really unsanitized creature, because, well, unsanitized god in the case, because he was a god, but why does he have so many parasites? I mean, dude, just take some medicine. Oh, Butcher of Burridge. I like the art of this weapon. Right here we have a merchant. He's a merchant that is basically a dead skeleton on fire. He is like the incarnation of when someone comes to you and asks, "How's life going?" "Oh, life's going great. I mean, I'm lost in the void, which is basically the hell of Green Dawn, and I'm on fire, and my flesh has been corroded, and my weapons have been destroyed, so I'm not a fashion guy anymore. But yeah, life's fine, man." And we just defeated the guy who was holding the pulsating obsidian shard. Now we just have to find our way out of here, which means probably going down that path. Oh, before I forget, there's a treasure trove right here. And one of these acts with this coalesce art. Let's put these points into physic. And these points, let's chunk them here. Let's increase our heal. I'm thinking about getting next the Stormbox of Elgloth, one of the starting Inquisitor skills, just so I can have even more skills that meddle with electricity damage. Because the more ways we have to create electricity, the more a god of thunder we are. I kinda wish there was a way on the game to just release kinda infinite creatures against you all the time, and like you get no XP because of course this would be broken as hell, but like it's a gauntlet that you stand until you're really tired to fight them or until you die, and you could go increasing the difficulty, kinda like Crucible. But I don't know if Crucible is exactly like that because I've never played Crucible before, truth be told. Oh, come on, man. Why do the Harbingers have to be so slow? Like, the Harbinger is the guy that you are driving in the street and the street says something like, okay, you can drive at 12 miles per hour. and the Harbinger drives at 6 miles per hour. Here we have a Caphonic Rift, which is going to drive us even deeper. Is now we left Discord and we are into Entropy. Entropy is such a cool name. It's like, if you ever want to say that everything, like, if you ever want to quote Ann Dwyer from Parks and Recreation saying, you know the, what's the, you know the dictate, the show must go wrong, not the show must go on. You know the saying was the expression I was looking for. You know the saying, the show must go wrong. Instead you can just say entropy. Entropy is basically, the show must go wrong. And about what I was talking about, just throwing a bunch of creatures at you that seem like they never end. I like this dungeon because this dungeon is basically that. It's basically a huge dungeon filled with monsters from another world, and they basically never end. Until you get out of this place. But then, again, good luck finding the way out of this place. Like, look at the Harbinger again. There he goes, coming at 6 miles per hour. Like, I don't know. I didn't drink my coffee this morning. I wonder if Kafun still needs help. I mean, he's my god, he should be fine. Oh, speaking of a Harbinger of Chaos, let's see if this guy can take the beating. No, he can't. He died way too quickly. Okay. I mean, I saw the poo and I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what was wrong. And then there was a huge thing on fire. Oh, and that should be the exit then. Ah! I completed the entropy level. I am kind of surprised because on our first time here we actually died on entropy. We didn't complete this place. Which goes to show that Ultan is just pretty fucking awesome. Because I liked my Imperial Guard character, but the Imperial Guard character died here. She didn't go as far. So let's finish just exploring this place. And I think that will be on time to call this an episode. Doobie-doobie-doo. Oh, 3 bosses at once! A triple kill would be fun! And yeah, that's exactly what happened. Triple kill. This is another chest. Is there any other chests here? No. You're a bunch of boring people. And did I just cross a obsidian spike? Ultan is becoming a god! She's an ascendant! She started to just not caring at all at the solid matter. She's just phasing her way through it. Kinda like the Flash or a ghost. One of the things I actually really like about Word of Renew is that when you use it, you get a little bit of a movement speed bonus. It's pretty fun. We almost explored everything. We are almost there, Clem. Almost there. I like how the lightning struck that flea before it could. Yeah, I think it's just going down here and then it's over. And we would have completed entropy. without dying. This is where we came from, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Route 10 is pretty okay. Okay. I'm going to be making a cut because you don't have to watch me backtracking the same way I came. So, see you guys in a bit. And so backtracking, that rift gate led out of there. And I just opened a rift gate back here. So it delivered the obsidian, gets some more XP, and now Anastasia says that she wants our help later once we have helped the rest of the people and dealt with some other stuff into the world. And we are already respected with her almost getting to honored. I think once we get to honored with Anastasia, we can get back here and she would have more quests for us. You can also pump up your reputation by getting her side quests from the table, which is something that actually we could do since we are on 26 minutes of this episode. So let's just take a look at one side quest, for example. So one of the side quests is bringing her 3 vials of blood aquaphone, and we have that, so we can just not to her, to the table, so we can just report in and complete the side quest. So let's see another side quest. She would ask the glacier relic. The glacier relic. Now, before taking this one, let me just see if it's safe here. I'd like to see if I first have this glacier relic with a blacksmith. So I did have the components, and we can just report in and get even more XP and some components. And every time you do this, you grow into the faction. Like right now we just need 53 points and we get to respected into this faction. And now she would like a Mistborn talisman. I can do this, finish this thing now. The point is, even if I do, I'm not going to take her next quest on this episode. So this episode is going to stop right here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you next episode.